Hello, good evening. You know, this is the girl Leah, and this evening I'll be in the kitchen and I'll be cooking something for you, and you, and you, and you, and you. But first, I want to give you thanks, all you guys who are supporting my channel. I'm just going to do a new vlog right now, and I just want to say thank you, and I want you to enjoy this. So here, let I show you what I'm going to prepare. Today I'm going to be preparing some baked chicken breast, and I'm going to prepare some boiled fish, and I'm going to prepare some steamed bulgur. And as you know, bulgur is a replacement for rice. So for those of you who don't want to eat like a rice, you can have a look at bulgur. So right now I'm going to show you all my ingredients and how I go about preparing my meal. So I welcome you to my kitchen. So this is from my kitchen to your kitchen. Here I have my fish, and I'm soaking the fish into some vinegar. So after the fish finish soaking the vinegar, I'm just going to pour it out, and I'm just going to season it up with some Badia Complete season, some lemon pepper. I have a little parsley. I have some chicken bouillon. And here I have all my herbs. And these are my onion. I have my thyme. I have scallion. I have my garlic. I have my scotch bonnet pepper, my sweet pepper, and I'm going to steam it down with some garlic butter. And I'm going to include carrot, chocho, and sweet potato. And did you know, guys, that this sweet potato is the most healthy sweet potato that you can have? We have, I think I know the white one, the yellow one, and this one. Maybe there are more that I'm not really remembering right now because the head going come. But I just saying, this is what definitely I be using today. So I be using the sweet potato, and it is very healthy. This one here, you can use this for many different ways. Did you know you can make a punch from this? Yes, you can make a punch from sweet potato. And also you can make a crush. You could boil it, and you could smash it with some butter and a little tip of milk, and you could grate a little cheese on it, and you could put it in the oven. Otherwise, you could make mashed potato with it. And there are many different ways I can do this. But the chocho, this is a healthy food for diabetic. This chocho right here. And another, what you could do with the chocho also, did you know that I could cook some vegan food for you sometime this week, yeah, using the same chocho. The vegan food, forget about vegan food. And you can curry this like meat, you know, the chocho. Yes, you can use it, you can curry this right down. You could season it up and you can curry it down. There are many different types of food that we can use and turn our hands and make fusion sometimes and forget about the meat sometimes. So this is one of the meat that we can use to also curry. I also got to steam a little slice, boil a little slice of the pumpkin in the fish. So it's just a little boiled fish. So you can join me as I go ahead and I show you what I'm going to be preparing today and how about doing it. And this is, remember again, this is my way, guys. It doesn't mean, again, I love to say this, I can't emphasize so much of saying this. It doesn't mean because I do it one way and you do it another way, that doesn't mean you can't cook and I can't cook. This is just the way that I do mine. So right now, I already washed the chicken breast. Remember, wash your chicken breast. Wash your meat very carefully. I already soak it in some vinegar. And I'm just going to cut it and season it up. And then I gotta put it to set for a while. Let the season marinate in it. And the same season actually I'm going to use. I'm only the lemon pepper I'm not going to use in this one. Yeah, but all the other season I'll be using in this one. Well, I just rinse it out over here. And I have my chicken breast right here. And first, I'm going to put some Badia Complete Season. I'm going to wash off some. I was wondering what's going on like that. Yeah, I'm cutting up my onion, my garlic, my pepper, my sweet pepper, my Scotch bonnet pepper, and this is just seasoned up to bake. Didn't know that garlic is also antibiotic. Yeah, I'm no doctor, I'm no scientist. I remember, you know, when I just arrived here in this country, I have a finger that was giving me problem. Honestly, I didn't even know what happened to my finger. But I reached here, and the morning I wake up, I was wondering, yeah, because that time I was a diabetic, and my finger is like in the quit of it right here. I used to bit my nail, and then in the corner of my finger, right here, it is sore. And I remember, because I used to bite my nail, I used to bit my nail a lot, and it tear. And because I was a diabetic, oh boy, it gives me hell. And I remember I said, you won't tell me that I just reached in this country to try to work. And the first time I have a sick finger, because I always hear that as long as a diabetic have sore, they go to lose either their hand or their foot once they have a sore. I was so scared, guys. And so the lady who was living at the home at the time, she told me about the aloe vera, that is the Simple Bible, and the same garlic. And that's when she informed me. She said, did you know that it's an antibiotic? You don't have to go to the doctor or anything like that. And I was very skeptic then, but I remember I used to work with a lady before, and she used to swallow the garlic every morning. She lived right up until 98 years old. And every morning she would say to me, say, Lee, this is what I always do. This is my medication. And she would swallow a couple, like 2 cloves of garlic every morning. She would swallow the garlic. She wake up like 5, 6 o'clock, and she swallow the garlic in a little 2 little piece of bread and have a cup of tea, and then she would go back to bed. And then when she wake up like 8 o'clock, she have her right breakfast. And then when the girl told me about it with my finger, I remember the lady used to take the garlic. And I remember my mother-in-law used to live on the garlic. So garlic is good. Okay, I know those old-time people, they love their garlic. And so she showed me how I must scrape the garlic because the cut was right here. And my whole finger swollen and it turned dark. So I scrape it, and she told me, rub it. First she said, get the aloe vera and rub it on over it, scrape it. And then she said, scrape the the garlic now and tie the garlic on top of it as tight as I can bear it. And Lord, she said, you go to feel in the night when I feel it like it going like this, like it just jumping. And I said, I can't manage it. It is so hurt. It's hurting me. And she said, no, Lee, you leave it right there. And I promise you, it's going to get better. And believe me, the other day, it's like I open it. And you know, because it ties so tight, you kind of have a look of swelling like, and then after I remove it, and believe me, the finger draw right down and the black spot gone, and it all get better. And I'm telling you, my experience, garlic worked for me. It has worked for a boss of mine, and it has worked again for that lady who told me about it, and my mother-in-law. So I'm saying to you, garlic, if you can boil a little garlic in the morning, sometime you drink a little garlic tea. If you can't drink the tea like me, one or two like the tea, but sometimes I try a little, but I'm not really good on the garlic. So sometimes I just swallow the garlic, and then I cook with a lot of garlic. I just put a lot in my food, whatever I'm cooking, and it's worked for me. So I'm telling you, try the garlic. If you have high blood pressure, you're a diabetic, you travel with different form of chronic disease and all different elements in the body, try it. It doesn't hurt to try, right? So nothing beat a trial but a failure. So from time to time I do try these little stuff, and it worked for me. So I'm just introducing it to you to tell you, try it. You never know. Yeah. Sometimes what's worked for me doesn't must work for you. I understand that. But again, nothing beat a trial but a failure. You try it, my dear. Yeah. So I believe in a home remedy because it worked a lot for me. A lot. I have a whole little thing for she teach and I'm telling you, a lot. And everything that I'm talking to you guys about is nothing that I don't try. If it's one thing, if John tell me something, if Sister D tell me something, and I never tried before, I'm not going to tell her. But you say once I try you and it work for me, I'm going to tell you about it, to try it. So I'm just going to set this aside, and now I'm going to season the fish. Just look how beautiful this look right here. I just lay the onion and the garlic and the pepper and everything over the chicken breast in the tray, and I just put a little sauce over it, and then I'm just going to wrap the foil paper over it, and I just want to put it in the oven. So I already preheat the oven to 350 degrees. So while this is baking, then I will have the fish. So you see, this is a very healthy version of the chicken. Yeah, this is the fish. So I'm just cutting up the seasoning inside of it. I'm just going to do a boiled fish. It's not a steamed fish. Boiled fish is just a menu that they tend to love to have here. Some would say call it steam, but it depends on how you're really doing it. And this is another way of a healthy meal, eating without feeling guilty.